Darkness spoke to Bray during the Golden Age and led him to Europa to build the Exos and become immortal. Through these discoveries, questions emerge. Why did the Witness want Clovis to build these machines? Did the Veil have a part to play in this madness? And what even are these statues of darkness? Today we read a lore entry you've likely never heard before and discuss these questions. As we go through these lore cards and theories, keep in mind Bungie still hasn't given us an answer on some of these things. The Veil and Witness have similarities when it comes to manipulating certain species, and let's begin with Clovis Bray. The Darkness spoke to Clovis Bray multiple times. The K1 artifact was found on the moon during the Golden Age and was said to be placed here long before the travelers' arrival. It was a darkness anomaly that made scientists go crazy, nightmares, insomnia. Tanis thinks the article is a transceiver. She says this is the only way to explain how such astounding complexity and power could emerge from something so simple. The article does not generate its emissions internally. It is attuned to a distant source. She thinks that source may be the traveler's home. So that's interesting. If the Witness speaks through this, the signal possibly came from its homeworld where the traveler or gardener was found. Or it's attuned to an even further and deeper source and meaning, its connection to the Veil and how they were possibly one at one point before the Witness found them. Clovis Bray studied this artifact though. The K1 artifact promised me an offering, a gateway to the secret of immortality. I call it clarity. It is waiting on Europa. On Europa, Clovis built up his corporation, city, and began his Exo project thanks to the guidance of the Witness or Darkness. In Clovis Bray's logbook, we learn he actually had visions from the Traveler. The Traveler spoke to him in this dream. But the Darkness also spoke as well. The Witness has intervened with other species like the Krill, turning them into the Hive. Ralk's ideals and race on Bray, and possibly now here, influencing Clovis Bray and humanity. Maybe he would do the same thing Ralk did. So this never before seen lore card, maybe you've seen it if you have the Grimoire Anthology Volume 3, but I don't think it's anywhere else. We have an entry where the Witness speaks to Clovis. We've known the Darkness has spoken to Clovis, but this card goes more in depth. It's called Blueprint and the Architect, and it's a straight up message. You've had many strokes of brilliance in your life, independent thought that sparked new ideas to push the world forward. These monumental innovations represent tremendous leaps for mankind. You've made the world cleaner, stronger, and better prepared for unpredictable eventualities. It doesn't matter. Someone will surpass you. The world will forget you. Surprised? No matter how many buildings bear your name or advancements you introduce, your time will end. You will become nothing, be nothing, and no one will know or care that you existed. The elder gods of the universe will pay you no mind. They have games to play that are more important than you. Imagine. The name Bray has never been uttered by the pantheon of architects. You are unknown. Over time, worlds will be born, species will bloom and burst and pollinate foreign fields with their influence. And you will be dysphoric because your briefness was interrupted by vicissitude. They will not mourn you. You will go quietly, like a stone sinking in water. Your ripple small and ineffective. Does it not vex you? It should. Perhaps it doesn't have to. You're not like anyone else. Is your legacy then not worth preserving? What will you do to ensure that you're not swept away in the dust bowl of time? All is possible. Beyond thought and sentience lies another plane, the waking dream. Your mind in its current form could not comprehend it. Not every answer you seek is buried in your mind like a lost artifact waiting to be unearthed. You simply do not have it all. Should someone come along with an offering to give you the inkling you need to set you in the right direction and put you down a path, take it. Take it for all it's worth. Do not let pride hinder you. This is not merely a suggestion. We left something for you. It's waiting, calling. Do you hear it? You will. You have questions. There are answers. There are gateways to that which you seek, though you'll have to build them. It will provide the blueprint. Just listen to it. The people you've failed, the loved ones you've lost, you don't care about them. Everything you've done for yourself. Everything you've ever wanted, you'll get on Europa. Everything you need is there for you. Take it. Don't let anyone stand in your way. Your fears will be assuaged, your legacy secured, your mind immortalized. Join the architects. They will speak of the name Bray then, and it will echo through time and space. The way is clear. The first step is yours to take. Or you can beat your head against the wall until nothing remains but a bloody stump. At least then you'd leave a stain behind. So that card is pretty epic. This is the first time I'm reading it for myself. A speaker we believe to be the Witness told Clovis Bray about immortality. There's a secret waiting for him on Europa, which is clarity and clarity control, and this was his next goal. Become humanity's greatest asset, live out everyone, and continue his legacy. If you've played the Glassway Strike, you know that Elsie says that the darkness told him, Clovis, to build a portal. He did, and on the other side he found a Vex Forge Star where he harvested radiolaria. So the Witness essentially led Bray here to create the Exos, become immortal. He used that radiolaria, exposed it to clarity, darkness, which made Alcahest, able to prevent crashes in newly created Exos. Clovis wanted to live forever, for himself, and following the guidance of clarity, the creation of Exos was his solution.
Potent darkness energy. This is what you were looking for, Elizabeth? I could never use it. Something tells me you can.
I can, and will, but not alone. We can all use it for good, to save humanity.
No. What? It's not what it's for at all. It's for research, for legacy, for the Bray name.
Why am I not surprised?
Don't get holier than thou on me, Elizabeth. Need I remind it was you who volunteered for Project XO? You knew the Bray name was at stake and you fought for it. Like your sisters, your mother, even your father, all ungrateful and weak.
So we believe that this was the Witness, which makes some sense, but is the Veil involved at all? The entity that resonates this darkness throughout the universe. Clovis found the K1 anomaly and clarity control during the middle of the Golden Age. The K1 anomaly was said to arrive before the Traveler, and clarity control about 20 years before Clovis arrived on Europa. So not sure how those got there, but looking into the lore, there might be some connections to the Veil as well, or just its overall darkness and connection with the Witness. Did it? You all hear that? Hear what? It's speaking. Mom, is that you? No, don't go near it. Unintelligible screams, choking, fluid spilling, and the recording ends. Clovis Bray says, fascinating, it appeared to be communicating with them. I wonder what it said. So a member of Clovis's team approaches clarity control and hears her mother's voice, then dies. On Neomuna, Maya Sundaresh heard the Veil speak to her in her own voice. Darkness and the Witness also spoke to us in our own voice back in Shadowkeep.
It's definitely paracausal, like the Traveler. Maya calls it the Veil. She says she heard the name in a whisper when she looked at it. When I asked her who whispered, she said it was her own voice. We're almost done constructing an enclosure around it. Once the field emitters are up, we should at least be safe from its radiation. The last XO in our group succumbed to brain death yesterday. Maya's quarantined the bodies for study.
When Clovis originally created those Exos, he had issues with clarity control. Those first Exos died horrible deaths. The same thing happened on Neomuna with the minds of their Exos as they neared the Veil. So as far as we know, these artifacts of darkness, the K1 anomaly and the veiled statues, appear to have some influence, transceivers as those on the moon thought, able to relay messages, exert parts of its darkness. The Witness manipulated species like the Hive, tried to mess with the humans in Clovis. Meanwhile, the Veil has its own sway over the Ishtar team, mind merging and consciousness, killing some of their researchers. So while many think the Veil is an artifact of darkness that just sits there as non-sentient, it definitely does have a purpose, and some of that is evil, whether it intends to or not. Was the Veil used by the Witness to enforce darkness before our collapse? Witness and Veil sharing a connection, given that's how the Witness formed, was through the Veil itself. We still need some answers surrounding darkness, the Traveler, and these statues. We believe they are tied to the Witness and its use of darkness given previous lore, events, and it appearing in the precursor species cutscene, but that could change at any time at Bungie's hand. We do know that they represent darkness, and if tied to the Witness, perhaps a physical manifestation that represents its beliefs and goals. A veil over a feminine figure. The gardener in lore is often referred to as a she. The statue may be a representation of that. A religious statue of sorts proclaiming this final shape, Veil and Traveler coming together, and also it could be used as a piece of darkness equipment.
I just want you to know, I'm here with you, through light or dark. We're partners. Always.
An offering broken. A remnant of grief inscripted by my sister's needle upon this temple. A temple built of whispers. Tied to war and secret, sunken in the deep graveyard of the strong.
Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. Hope you enjoyed that lore entry. That was the first time I heard it. I knew the Traveler spoke to Clovis Bray in the past, but I didn't know the Darkness specifically said this. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.